Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. Today we're playing a crazy combo deck. This is Blue-Green Mill with Persistent Petitioners. This is a deck that was given to me as a deck donation, so I really appreciate that. It was from Philly Maze, and this deck was originally designed by my friend Teasdale MTG on YouTube. You can find him. I'll link that in the description below. The way this works is Persistent Petitioners, which is hard to say. It says one tap, target player mills a card. You can tap 4 untapped advisors you control to have a player mill 12 cards, and a deck can have any number of cards named Persistent Petitioners. So we're playing 12 of them. And then we have a bunch of other advisors, because it's tap 4 untapped advisors you control. We've got shapeshifters, which are every creature type. Moth-Dust Changeling says tap an untapped creature you control and it gains flying until end of turn. And we can combine this with the petitioners to make even more advisors in play. So the shapeshifters, Moth-Dust Changeling, Masked Vandal, and Universal Automaton, which are older cards. Glistener's Seer is a Phyrexian advisor from All Will Be One. And then we have a newer advisor from Bloomburrow, Pond Prophet. When enters, you draw a card. So with all these creatures, we can just tap everything and make our opponent mill out. The idea of the deck is that we're just going to stall by putting creatures in play. We can tempt our opponent with Masked Vandal. We can, I guess, give this flying if that matters. And get some scrying on with the Glistener Seer. Then we have Knot of the Bone to gain a lot of life. We could potentially mill ourselves first. We also have a really sweet life gain land, Seraph Sanctuary. When it enters, you gain a life. Whenever an angel you control enters, you gain a life. So every one of these creatures, except for the 2 Phyrexian advisors. So we have all these creatures that will gain us life. I guess just the shapeshifters. Never mind. Okay, maybe it's not as cool as I thought. But we have Generous End here, which we can cycle on turn 1 and then turn on Masked Vandal on turn 2. Lorien Revealed as a card draw spell makes a little bit of sense. And then Winding Way, because we have so many creatures in the deck. The sideboard is Spellstutter Sprite for a counterspell. And everything is a fairy, all the shapeshifters. We have Snapback, probably for Glee. Blue Blast for mono red, Knot of the Bone for mono red. One of Moment's Peace we can bring in, and some Tormod's Crypts. I think that covers the deck. If you want to do a deck donation, hit me up on Patreon, or directly we can do like a PayPal. If you like this, make sure to like and subscribe. That lets me know that you like to see weird decks like this, if that is the case. Check out cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe, if you want to pick this deck up and have some fun. All right, let's get into the matches. Okay, round 1, we're on the play. Let's see how this goes. Versus Mr. Twin. We have stuff to do. Okay. So I think we play the Glistener Seer turn 1 so we can get scrying. Land, play the Glistener Seer. Our opponent's going to be like, huh? This is a pretty good blocker against a Clockwork Percussionist. Our opponent is on burn. Let's get our Persistent Petitioner in play. Guess I should not F6 because I might want to use this scry. But I generally am going to wait till their end step. They play a Synthesizer. Finding a Goblin Blast Runner. So I assume they play it. Okay, we're going to deal until the next end step and then scry 1. I've been told we probably want to mill ourselves first. Tap 4 untapped advisors. So we have plays... I think I'm going to bottom that. We have a Masked Vandal. I'm going to mill myself in case I mill a creature. I missed. Darn. Let's play another Petitioner. My idea was if I get a creature in the graveyard, I can Masked Vandal their land and then put them down a little bit. I don't know what I do if they kill all my Petitioners, though. They crack the Kuldotha Rebirth, giving their creature Menace. Finding a Bushwhacker. Do they have a land? They don't have a land. They're playing the Synthesizer out. What do they find? Goblin Grenade. They didn't have the land, though. We're just not going to block and then start milling them out. No blocks. So now I can scry Masked Vandal on top. So stop on my upkeep. Put this on top. We're going to mill myself. Draw. We found the Knot of the Bone. That's awesome. We're going to exile this to exile your land. That's the turn. Okay, that was a little silly play there. And next turn we can start doing stuff. I need to find some more lands though. Synthesizer for the opponent, looking for that third land because we got rid of their other one. Finds a Tomb Raider they can't cast. Okay, things are working out. We can just start milling them out. Let's scry. I definitely want this. Okay, sweet. Gain a life. And then we'll play Universal Automaton. Gain a life. Cool. Gain another life. Then oh no, we didn't gain life for that one because it's a Phyrexian Advisor. I got her a little greedy. We can mill. Okay, they're going mill. I'm gonna mill you, I guess, or maybe I mill myself for the Knot of the Bone. I've been told I should mill myself for the Knot of the Bone. I'll mill myself once. We mill Moth Dust Changeling. I'm not gonna pay. I think I'm gonna start milling them. Tap 4 untapped advisors. Mill you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mill you again. That was a lot of their library. We have another Glistener Seer. And I can pass. Just chilling. We win. Okay. Okay, I can take it. Interesting. So I've been told that the sideboard is to get rid of these and bring in 3 blasts and a Knot of the Bone. Okay, so we have the Masked Vandal Generous End combo. Let's keep and see what they do. No artifact right away. They have an Epicure. We can just play out a creature. I assume my creature's gonna die. Then I can play another creature. Uh-oh, multiple Tomb Raiders. Should have cycled. Let's block here. Draw a Petitioners. Play this Changeling. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a Clockwork. So I'm gonna block. And a Kuldotha, huh? Scary. Blocking. This turns off these, which I think is important. You find a Bushwhacker? No! Cycle. Right now it's almost lethal. So we'd have to find the Knot of the Bone. What's Masked Vandal? I should have played the Petitioner. That was a mistake. All right, they have the Lightning Bolt, so that's going to be 12 damage. I think I didn't play that absolutely correctly. Let's try this again. Okay, we're on the play. We have Knot of the Bones. I have to go look and see how many forests we have. 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. I don't know if that's good odds. I think I should mulligan. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna keep this one. Put back the Winding Way. Wait. And a Glistener Seer. They done? So we'll lead on the Seraph Sanctuary, gain a life. Then we're gonna cycle for a forest and Masked Vandal their thing with the Generous End, and then cast Winding Way looking for creatures. Because Masked Vandal will trigger the Sanctuary and I'll get up to 22. Our opponent goes Mountain, Percussionist. We're gonna Forest Cycle, regular Forest. Now we will get hit for 1, but I do get to exile this, and it only works when it dies. So I don't think the exile is gonna do anything to it. Like, I don't think they'll get the card. And we'll exile the Generous End, go up to 21. Yeah, they didn't get the card. They bolt my guy. Plays a Tomb Raider. I'll go Winding Way on creature. We find basically nothing. Play a land, play a Universal Automaton. We found Blue Blast, Winding Way, Knot of the Bone, Forest. Or, yeah, just one creature. The forest we already had. They get in for 1. Okay, I'm just going to take the 1 then. Play my land. Play my Automaton. I wonder if they're going to bring in something like End the Festivities. Play another Automaton. I'm going beats. We're 23. How do you feel about 1/1s? They Galvanic Blast my creature. Oh, that's good. Right now we can gain 4 life with Knot of the Bone. I guess I'm going to double block the Tomb Raider here. They don't attack. Okay. Pass the turn. We drew a Knot of the Bone. We're gonna stall. I guess at some point in this game, we're looking to draw enough lands to cast some Genersense and then win that way. They play a Tomb Raider. Do you want to attack? They are attacking. So I'm going to double block this one because they have to activate this. Glistener Seer, okay. Right now we can gain 6 life with the Knot of the Bone in the graveyard. They Pyroblast the Glistener Seer. Pretty aggressive. I guess I'm going to try to gain some 8 life. Bushwhacker. Okay. So I'll block the Bushwhacker and then gain 10 life. So I'm fine with trading off for your creature. Then casting Knot of the Bone. Now we find a Petitioner. Play it out. I got a 1/3. They play a Tomb Raider. 2 cards in hand. And a Bushwhacker. So I'll just block and kill the Bushwhacker. That's a pretty easy decision. We're at 22. They have 1 card in hand. Find another Petitioner. Play it. And then I can now double block the Tomb Raider. So they're going to have to bolt one of my Petitioners. Silly. Do you want to attack? They say no, I guess. All right, we'll mill you 1. Draw. Find a land. I think I just F6 here. No attacks. We ended up milling an Implement of Combustion, which would have been a very good card for them. I will mill you 1 again. Milling a Bushwhacker. That's their 3rd Bushwhacker of the game. They're getting in. I'm blocking. And I'm milling. Okay, draw. Mothless Changeling, gain a life. It's a 1/1. Pass the turn. We're at 21. We can give it flying randomly if that's going to matter. I don't think it's going to matter, though. Okay, mill you again. I'm just hanging on to this Knot of the Bone. We have another one. This is going to take some time. They play a Voldaren Epicure. Now everything's at 2/2. They can also crack it. I can double block on a Tomb Raider, killing my Changeling. Oh, they go Kuldotha Rebirth. They must have another Bushwhacker, huh? Or they just wanted to make the Goblin Blast Runner be able to get in. They're getting in for a lot. I will double block. They're going to kill my 1/1. Okay. I'll mill you 1. Then I'll gain 14 life. I have a Blue Blast now. So I guess I just focus the Blue Blast on any card draw from them. I guess I can take this thing out. Maybe that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll counter it. Okay. So I think we're wanting to take away the goblins. We're blocking the goblin tokens in case they draw into some number of grenades. We'll mill you again. Generous Ent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't cast it right now. I think I should hold on to it, though. They play a Percussionist. Okay, gets in. I will block a regular goblin token. Just not giving them cards. We're at 19. Mill you. Draw. Let's see if I can draw land. You're an island. So am I safe from 19? I think I am. Play a Generous Ent. And pass the turn. Get a big ol' creature. Uh-oh, they have a synthesizer. That's bad. Finding another synthesizer. Now they're going to start going wide. And this next synthesizer finds a Kuldotha, which they can crack the synthesizer for the Kuldotha. Okay, what do they get? Another Implement. Okay, 0 cards in hand. They're going to play the Implement and draw a card, giving their creature... Well, it already had Menace. We can kill his Tomb Raider with the Generous Ent. They're getting in anyway. Okay. Blocking. I feel like I have the inevitability. I'm just sitting back. I will play another Petitioner. And pass the turn. They play a land. Great Furnace. Go for Galvanic Blast face. Okay, I'll cast Knot of the Bone and gain 14. They crack the synthesizer. And what do they find? Another Galvanic. Do they want to go face again? Looks like no. So right now they have 2 artifacts. I'll just block here, and here, and here. They can take out a Petitioner, that's fine. That just makes my Knot of the Bone gain me 16 instead. And they deal me that 32 life. Alright, let's mill you. Okay, play a Glistener Seer. Pass the turn. I'm just turbo defense doing actual nothing. I'm having a good time. Lightning Bolt on the Petitioner. Okay, I'll mill you. Are you going to swing out? No, they will not. Okay, let's gain some life. We've got 1, 2. I guess we only have one petitioner left in the deck, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe I have to start attacking. But there are 23 cards in library. Play my forest and attack for 5. See if they want to block with their petitioner or percussionist. Basically, I'm giving them a card here. Okay, they're gonna take the 5. That's cool. They swing everything. Block the 2/2. Scry. Find a blue blast. I don't think that's where I want to be right now. I'm kind of looking for another Genercent to just finish. Find a petitioner. Okay, I'll cast it. I don't think there's a way that they can win the game. It's possible, maybe. They have to take out every single one of my creatures. Should I just do nothing? I'm trying to force them to have to block my 5/7. Okay, our opponent goes to 10. They had not blocked. Plays another land. Gets in for 2. They decide not to get in. Gets in for some number amount. Okay, they're thinking it through. I'll just block here. And let's see what happens. Do they want to kill my Glistener Seer? No. Alright, we're scrying. Changeling. Alright, I'll take it. That gives me more milling potential. Play the Moth Dust Changeling, gain a life. Can also give it flying. Apparently I have... Okay, I'm going to attack with a Genercent. They block with their Percussionist, finally. Okay. They get to exile a card until the next turn. They find a land. If we find one more Advisor, we get to start hitting them for 12. They're going to get in. Alright, let's block and block. They Galvanic my Petitioner. Okay. I will mill you. It's fine. They could have actually killed my Petitioner on a different turn, I think. So, let's cast Winding Way for creature. Find Mass Vandal and Petitioner. Oh yeah, we have 1,000 of these. For some reason I thought I only had 4. We have 12. Very nice. We win. I can't believe it. It's a good start. Let's go on to round 2. Round 2 versus Carves. Pauper Battle Boss. We have Sanctuary into Automaton. I'm going to keep. Our opponent has Mulligan to 5. Alright. Land, gain a life. Play the Automaton, gain a life. Island for the opponent, so probably Terror. Find the Petitioner. Let's get that into play before they have a counterspell. They're going to Brainstorm. I mean, our mill deck is going to line up pretty well against their self-mill deck, I think, but we have to not play into their Brainstorms. And I do want to be able to gnaw myself. Or, oh, CawGates, okay. Okay. Not exactly the same then. Let's play this Seraph Sanctuary. Gain a life. Moth Dust Changeling. Gain a bunch of life. And then, guess I'm just going to attack with my Automaton. Cycle of the Lorien revealed. Attack. So they're on white, green, blue. And Carves in the past has played green for a 1-mana card that cost a green. I think it's called Open the Gates. You can search up a gate. They play a Sacred Cat and a Basilisk Gate. We will mill you 1. Milling and Prismatic Strands. Need a green mana. Okay. Pass. So I think that the mana base could maybe be improved by a little bit more green mana, potentially. They gate their creature, gaining 4 life. We'll just mill you 1. No blocks. Okay, they're at 22, I'm at 21. They play Open the Gates looking for a Basilisk Gate. Yeah, this is the card I was talking about. So we play Petitioners. Play a land. Pass the turn. Okay. He's got gates. Squadron Hawk. He can attack for 5. I'm going to need... I guess I shouldn't yield through the turn. I'm just going to let this happen. I'll take 5 again. We'll tap all of our creatures and hit them for 12. Draw. Another Seraph Sanctuary. That's not great. Play that. I think we have to kind of look like we can block and mill, and then I really need a forest. Really bad. Because this is 10 damage, or 9 damage. They've got 5. 9 in the air. Okay. I think I have to mill myself here. Oh, I could have given my creature flying. Oh, wait, cancel. We're going to mill myself. Okay, tap my advisors. Raw, looking for a forest. We milled one of the forests. Play petitioners. Okay, let's see what happens. Gates up the hawk for 5. Gates it some more. It's a 9 power creature. Attacks with the hawk. I'm going to respond by giving my creature flying. Then I'm going to block. And then mill you. Okay, so they milled some gates and stuff. Can I draw a forest? I need to draw an untapped forest, which is the problem. On profit is decent, but it's not a forest. Okay, found the generous end. Let's cycle. Get the untapped forest, play the untapped forest. Play the masked vandal. Gaining... Oh, no! Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. I think I messed up, but we're going to be at 11, which maybe isn't dead. They have 18 cards in library. Maybe I can just kill them now? Okay. They need an untapped land that's a gate. We're going to draw and discard. We win? Unreal. I can't believe that happened. I could have played the Pawn Prophet into Gnawed of the Bone and gained 20 life, and then I would have had a sure victory. Wow, I can't believe we win. So they're going to go for killing all my creatures. I think I can win just by Gnawed of the Boning them out. They don't have that much, so I'm just going to trim a Mass Vandal. That doesn't seem the greatest. Can't believe we won. All right, we are looking at turn 1 Moththot's Changeling, turn 2 Petitioners. Any land allows us to play the Pawn Prophet. We have a lot of Gnawed of the Bones in hand. I guess it's fine. Our opponent plays a Citadel Gate on green for Open the Gates. We find the Generous Ent. So I guess I start with land. Play, cycle this for a forest. Pass the turn. Then I want to get the Petitioner and play ASAP. Play Sanctuary Prophet. Okay, let's go land. Persistent Petitioners. We can begin milling. Our opponent has sided in red blasts. They journey to nowhere my creature. Okay. So I'll play... Play the Sanctuary. I can play another Petitioner. Okay. The next turn I can play... Oops. Next turn I can play Pawn Prophet and Changeling. Our opponent plays Open the Gates, looking for the Basilisk Gate. Then they can attack for 4 damage here. Journeys to nowhere instead. Okay. We lose our creature. Only 1 creature in the graveyard. Gets in for 1. Go Island. Play Automaton. Gain a life. Then play the Changeling. Gain a life. And the Pawn Prophet will draw me a card but not gain me a life. Finding a Winding Way is good. They play a Squadron Hawk. Holding, they don't have Counterspell. They have Teamer mana right now. Red, green, and blue. They're getting in. I'll just block. Let's try Winding Way on creature. We find Masked Vandal and Petitioner. Let's play Tangled Islet and Petitioners. See if they have a Pyro. They don't. I will pass because now I can Masked Vandal one of these journeys, get back a Petitioner. Okay, they cycle Alluring Revealed. I also have Gnawed of the Bone that I can maybe use soon. Plays a Squadron Hawk. Fails to find. They get in for 1. We have a Pawn Prophet. Let's Masked Vandal and then exile this, gaining a life. And we will exile another creature. Get back the Petitioner. Play the Pawn Prophet. And draw a card. Universal Automaton. So now we can we have 4. We can actually attack with these if we want. Might as well attack with the Pawn Prophet. No blocks for the opponent. Okay. So they're getting closer to dead. Looks like Masked Vandal is pretty good here. They're suiting up their Squadron Hawk. Getting in. I'm going to jump my Moththot's Changeling. In response, they Thraben Charm it. So let's mill you by tapping these advisors. Okay, 30 cards in library. We take no damage, or we take a 5 damage. We have some cards we can draw. I wonder if I should cast this Lorien Revealed. 10, 11, I don't think we'll die this turn. Let's see if this will resolve. Yeah, it resolved. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's really no reason not to just attack. We're gonna attack with 1. Send it in the Pawn Prophet. Opponent gates. 5 damage. See if they double gate. They are going to double gate. Okay. So we will mill you. And then they're at 17. So 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, everything. So I want to mill you now. Put you to 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play a land. We're going to mill you. 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. Good of 4 in library. Mill you. Mill you again. And then cast Gnaw the Bone. Or we'll cycle this Generous End first. Forest. Gain 12. Pass the turn. I think we got him. I guess if they have a gate, then it's 12 right now exactly. 12, 13. GG, man. We'll see you in round 3. Round 3 versus Double P. I have no idea what they're going to be playing. Well, once again, we are waiting on green mana. Is that good enough? We have Petitioner, we have Automaton into Petitioner. I'm going to keep it. We're hoping for the best. I don't like sitting around waiting for green mana, though. Mountain for the opponent. Okay. So that's how it's going to be. Play the Automaton. This is going to very much confuse our opponent. Our opponent plays a Synthesizer, making their Goblin a 2/2. Getting in for 2. I need a green mana. On a Seraph Sanctuary, that's good at least. We gain a life. We play a Petitioner and pass. I think if they attack, I'm going to double block if I have the opportunity. All right, they play a Synthesizer. Rex finds a Blast Runner that they can't cast. I'm just going to block. They decide not to attack. Play an Automaton. We're back at 20. I'll play an island and pass the turn. Really, really, really need a forest. Synthesizer for the opponent. Finds Galvanic Blast. They can take out the Petitioner. Oh no, they can't yet because of the synthesizers. Okay. Let's double block then. Actually, just block like this. They don't have Metalcraft, so they cannot Galvanic my Petitioner. They're going to go face. Forest. Yay. Cycle for forest. Play the land. I'm going to Mass Vandal and exile your Synthesizer. Exiling a Genercent. So we got rid of the Synthesizer and it revealed a Bushwhacker that we got rid of. We'll mill you. They bolted my Persistent Petitioner. Bolts my Vandal. So we can gain... If I Winding Way for lands, I might hit. I'm going to Winding Way for lands. Alright, great. So now we can go forest, play Gnaw the Bone. 23. They play Implement and crack it. We're at 21 again. 22. Untap land, gets in for 3. We'll go to 18 or 19. 19 it is. Play Petitioners. Play Changeling. Gain a life. Winding Way for creature this time. We found a bunch of creatures. We'll play the Tangled Islet and pass the turn. I love that we drew the Generous Ent as well. This next turn we can play Petitioner plus Automaton. Or just slam the Generous Ent as a big old blocker. They crack the Synthesizer for a Samurai and don't find a land. Well, looks like we're just going to play the Petitioners. And the Automaton. And another Petitioner. It's happening. It is happening. They're going to mill my creature. We'll mill you. Or I mean, kill my creature with the Chain Lightning. I don't know why I said mill. Okay. I'm not paying the 2. Lightning Bolts, I'm going to... Oops. Mill you 12. Okay. They'll go to 24 in library. Just killing all my Petitioners. They wasted a lot of burn spells. We're going to be taking 5 right now. I have a couple of blockers and... Okay, we're gonna Winding Way again. For creature. Drew a Moth, thus Changeling. Play it out, gain a life. And then we will Knot of the Bone. Pass the turn. Clockwork Percussionist for the opponent. Gets in. I'm just not gonna block. We're at 27. Now I have my big ol' Generous End. That's gonna be a bit of a roadblock. They play a land. So I think we block the Tomb Raider. Well, the Samurai maybe, because it has the Vigilance. They have no attacks. Play Changeling. Okay, we are gaining life like wild. Gain some more life with the Changeling. Play a Petitioner. Gain some life with the food. I'm passing. It's surprisingly large amounts of mill that you get with the single 12 gone. It's not that many actual hits. I can't believe we won. We are on a roll. Okay, I know what to bring in. The Blue Blasts, the Knot of the Bone, we're cutting the Pawn Profits. Let's go back in. Sweet. Okay, this time we have the Tangled Islet and a Glistener Seer, but no second land. I think I can still keep it. We're on the draw. They've got a Tomb Raider on turn 1, but no artifact. We can play Tangled Islet on turn 1. And then look to go, I guess, Petitioner turn 2. They Blast Runner, get in for 1. We're going to start slamming 1/3s. Blocking all day. They're getting in. I'm going to block here in case they have some sort of like Fire Blast effect that kills this and then does something weird. Then I have another creature in the graveyard. Okay, I have a Glistener Seer plus Blue Blast. So I'll play the Glistener Seer out. And pass the turn. Can use the Blue Blast on some sort of card draw spell. We're going to counter the Epicure here. I just want to use my mana. We play a land, 3 cards in hand. They have no attacks. I'll play a Petitioners. I should have, well, this came into the battlefield last turn, so I couldn't have scryed. But I think what I want to do is scry into a land, play the Petitioner, Knot of the Bone myself. Okay, they kill a Petitioner. We will scry, land on top, play the land, play another Petitioner. It's happening. It sure is happening. Plays a Tomb Raider. Okay. Let's scry. Seraph Sanctuary, absolutely going to keep that one. I'll mill you. Sanctuary. Gain a life. Play the Masked Vandal. And that'll just gain me a life and be a rando creature. Okay, we're at 20. Passing the turn. They play a Synthesizer. Now everything's turned on. Finding a Galvanic Blast. So I'm probably not wanting to block. I guess I could like double block a Tomb Raider. I'm gonna block here and then double block a Tomb Raider. Or triple block a Tomb Raider. Yeah, that makes sense. That kills the Tomb Raider. Then they can use the Galvanic to kill one of my creatures, but that's not that big of a problem. Okay. They let that go. I'm gonna mill you. Or should I mill me? I'm gonna mill me 12. Then I'm gonna upkeep Scry and see if I can find an untapped land. End the festivities. Okay, no Scry for me. We'll draw. I will just Masked Vandal and exile your Synthesizer. Get rid of a random creature and pass the turn. They get to find when exile or when the Synthesizer goes away, they get a thing, but they don't get to use it. Plays a Tomb Raider. This is pretty fun. We can gain so much life. Okay, let's play the Glistener Seer and then just Knot of the Bone from the graveyard that they know about. Doing, we're at 37. They play a Synthesizer. Finding a Clockwork Percussionist. Cracks the Synthesizer with a Kuldotha. And then can they play this land? They did have a land drop. Plays the Percussionist. Do they have a blast? A Bushwhacker. They don't have a Bushwhacker? Okay. Yep, that's cool. I'm gonna Forest Cycle this Generous End. Grabbing a forest, play the forest, play the Petitioner, and then we're gonna start going after their library. As long as we can stay ahead on cards, eventually they will be the one that mills out. It's in for 1. Okay, I'll block here. And we will hit you for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4 advisors. I can click them. This is going amazing. They said it's impossible for them. Let's play a land and pass the turn. I imagine they're going to concede here. They said GG and everything. All right, we take the game. We're 3-0. How do you like me now? Let's go to round 4. Okay, match 4. Our opponent has been on all sorts of weird stuff. Let's keep this. We can play the Seraph Sanctuary turn 1, and then maybe turn 2 Generous Ent plus Mass Vandal combo. I know that this person's in the Familiars Discord, and they were saying that they're interested in making some sort of like Rhystic Study Fog deck. Rhystic Study Ponza Fog. Use the Ponza. Harbor Elf. Okay. Let's cycle this. Grab a forest. We'll go land into Glistener Seer and pass the turn. They play a Utopia Sprawl. They're probably going to blow up my land. Maybe the Seraph Sanctuary. We are going to blow up their Utopia Sprawl in response. Kills my island. Okay. Forest. We will Mass Vandal and then exile your Utopia Sprawl. Gaining a life as well. Okay. Pass the turn. They have 3 mana. Another Thermokarst. Okay. I'll scry looking for an island. I can't keep this. I'm going to scry on my upkeep as well. Oh, I found the Tangled Islet. Okay, I'll just play that out. And I guess attack for 1. They have 5 mana here. Just more land destruction. Fine. Annoying, but what are you going to do? They also haven't actually accomplished anything. We bottom this. Scry again. Bottom that. Okay. Play the Petitioners. Pass the turn. Okay, I mean, you've blown up my lands. They've played land destruction every single turn and also not done anything. Play the Seraph Sanctuary. And then I'll just mill you, I guess. Attack for 1. Another land destruction spell. Okay. Like, could you draw something else? Okay, mill you. Attack. They drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 land destruction spells. Unreal. Okay, draw. I'm going to play a Universal Automaton. I'm not going to pay. I'm going to gain a life and then pass the turn and start the milling. I play an Avenging Hunter. Mill you. I would laugh if we could win this. I need 2 more lands though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there. Take it in for 2. Draw. Okay. Mill you. So if they attack out, then I can attack with 1 creature, get an island, play the Mothless Changeling, gain 2 life, then pass to their turn and draw, and then mill them again. They did not attack with everything. Kills my land. Good on ya. It's in for 7. Okay. Draw. 7, 8, 9, 10. We're at 6. I guess I have to pass and then hope that they can't get rid of my creature. They're using the goad, but that doesn't actually do anything because I can just tap everything. X for 5. We will mill you. Can't believe it. Mill you. Okay, take 5. See if I find a land. Nope. Mill you. Oh, that was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I don't think we can make any changes. Spellstutter Sprite doesn't do anything. Moment's Peace doesn't do anything. Knot of the Bone is useful, but I feel like we just want to draw cards. We need to make our land drops. Our opponent literally just played blank after blank, and we finally got 4 creatures out and just won the game. That's crazy. Keep. They have Utopia Sprawl, so they're looking to turn 2 Thermokarst me. Play an island. I will pass the turn. Plays Rhystic Study. Okay. I'll cycle. Grab a Tangled Islet. Play the Islet. Pass the turn. Kind of annoying that they're just going to blow up my lands and then they can draw cards when I play cards. I don't like it. Go land. I'll play the Petitioners and give them a card. Not paying. Another Ristic Study. Kills my land. This is a kind of lame experience. Plays a land. Alright, I'm just gonna scoop. Guess they got me that time. I mean, it's a neat idea over there. Sure isn't fun, but it is a neat idea. Do I have anything I can do? I can't. I need to have the Mass Vandals to get rid of the Ristic Studies and stuff. Maybe just being on the play and having lots of lands in hand. We'd like to play first. We have lands. Let's keep it. Land, play the Automaton. Pass. Then we'll go Island, play the Petitioner. They can blow up my land. I can play another land, play another Petitioner. Play Wild Growth. Play a Petitioner. Might as well attack. I have lots of lands, which is what I wanted. 2 mana for the opponent. Cycles of Lorien Revealed, probably getting a tap land here. Yep, plays a tap land. I need a 1 mana creature. Nope. Okay, I'll go Petitioner, Island, mill you, pass the turn, attack for 1. They blow up my island. Good for them. Okay. I'm happy for you. Let's go land, play the Pawn Prophet. Wait, my 1-drops are mostly blue. Let's play the Pawn Drop Prophet this way. Draw a card. Find a Winding Way. Passing the turn. We have the combo online. Take me to Combo Town. You're gonna get milled. Can you kill me? Plays the Utopia Sprawl. On blue. Mole Drifter. Okay. We will mill you 4. They go to 32 cards in library. Wonder if I should... Yeah, I'm gonna cycle for another untapped forest. And pass. They draw 2 cards. We have a Glistener Seer. I'll go play the Winding Way for creature. Through Petitioners. Play the land. I'll mill you. And mill you again. It's happening. They go to 19. They did not have enough land destruction that time. We're going to be 4-0. I hope so. I hope we'll be 4-0. Temporal Spring the Petitioner. Okay. Then what are they going to do then? Plays Ristic Study. Fine. I'm sure drawing cards is not good for you right now. Okay, so let's see. We can play the Petitioners. Make them, and if they want to draw a card that's good, right? Yeah. Play the Petitioners. I'm not going to pay. They draw a card. Play another one. Not paying. I'm just going to mill you. Let's dome you for 4. For 12, I mean. Pass the turn. What is their deck like? Avenging Hunter, Capsize, Deglamour. Lots of stuff in there. Do you want to draw more cards? They need a sweeper is what they need, but they don't. I don't think there are any in green-blue. All right, we got there. Definitely a cool version of Ponza. Personally, not my style, but I like the whole idea there that they've got going on. It's a neat version, so we will see in round 5. Wow. Here we go. Here we go. We're on the play with Petitioners. Petitioners combo 4-0. Let's keep it. I'll play my land. So MTG Moneymaker likes to play good decks. We'll see if that means they're playing Burn again and we have a shot. Island, pass. When it says good luck have fun. I play Island. I'm gonna go Forest Petitioner. That way if I draw a green 2-drop, I can play that and the Islet. That's the turn. Okay, they're on blue Terror. So our plan is their plan. They ponder. Pretty sweet island art for sure. I pulled out the old Zendikar lands. I have a Mass Vandal, doesn't really do anything. Play Tangled Islet and Petitioners. And at this point, I will attack for 1. Really setting a message. With the Lorien Revealed in hand, I'm kind of looking to draw into more lands and just cast it. I would really like to have Knot of the Bone going though. They play an island. Right now they have 5 in the graveyard. So they'd have to tap 2 for a terror and I can get both my creatures down and start hitting them for 12. Okay, that's the plan. Petitioners, play the Mass Vandal, and then, yeah, I think we want to just, I mean, we could mill ourselves for 12 just to get some life gain going potentially. Let's see what happens at the end of their turn. They attack for 5. If they dump a couple terrors, we have to start milling ourselves. That's a terror. At 3 mana. Demon Inferior. Let's mill ourselves. Or mill you. Then play Lorien Revealed. I think I have to mill myself. We're going to put this on top. We did draw the Knot of the Bones. Go land. I'm going to draw 3 cards. Pass the turn. How many Knot of the Bones do we have? We have 10 creatures in the graveyard, so we can gain 10 life. They Thought Scour targeting themselves. They're going to get in for 10. I'm not going to block this turn. I do have a Generous Ent I can slam. Plays a Cryptic Serpent. We'll go land. Play Knot of the Bone. Gain 10 life. Play Petitioners. They cycle a Lorien Revealed. It's a lot of damage here. I think I block the Serpent with the Mass Vandal and then dome them. Ponder. I can play another Petitioners. Or I could just get this Generous Ent out, but they are also playing Demon Inferior. They choose to not shuffle, plays a land. Okay. I'm going to block here. And then dome you. Mill 12. They go to 22 in library. We milled a bunch of stuff. We go to 5 life. I can gain 12 with one of the Knot of the Bones. I'll attempt to cast it. Plays a Spell Pierce. Okay. I will pay. They just have 2 Spell Pierces in hand. That is bad. Uh-oh. Land. Play a Petitioner. I'm passing the turn. They're brainstorming. Kind of looking for more counterspells, maybe. I'm not looking good. I have to block all 3 of these and then mill them for 12. So then I have a Knot of the Bone, but probably going to die. Terror is always there to stop you and make you feel pain. They Deep Analysis themselves, going to 18. I should have probably played my land out before I cast a Knot of the Bone so I wouldn't get killed by the double Spell Pierce there. I guess that was my mistake, and that's going to cost this match and our game. We're blocking. And then we will hit you. They go to 6 in library. Plays a land. They're pondering. So how many counterspells are in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3. They're likely to have counterspell in hand. There's not much I can do about it. Chooses not to use the... Okay. I guess I put it second from the top. I will play the Knot of the Bone. Counterspell. Okay. Our luck had to end some point. How do we beat this? A lot of life gain and a lot of Tormod's Crypts. And we get rid of the Pawn Prophets again. Although the Pawn Prophets I think are good. They don't have any artifacts. Mass Vandal seems like what I want to cut here. Okay, I like this hand. Let's keep. We have turn 1 Tormod's Crypt and Seraph Sanctuary drawing. We can get an island or get the blue-green land. I think we probably have to get the blue-green land, unfortunately. But then we can start hopefully getting some advisors down and killing our opponent. Seraph Sanctuary turn 1, gain a life. Play the Tormod's Crypt, pass the turn. We know that they're on Demon Inferior and not Boomerang, so tap lands are fine. Plays an island and a Delver. I'm still gonna grab... I think I'm fine to just grab an island. I have all blue spells in hand. Through a forest. Let's get a Petitioners down. Pass the turn. We can block the Delver potentially. Next turn I want to play the Pawn Prophet, I think. They flip on a counterspell. They mental note themselves. 1, 2, 3. They milled out the counterspell looking for a land. 3, 4. Okay. This turn we can play Glistener Seer Petitioners and attack for 1. Finding a Generous Ent. Play the Petitioners. Oops. I guess I can't play the things I wanted, didn't I? Can't I? I probably should have just cycled this then. Let's play the Pawn Prophet. Draw a card. Glistener Seer. Okay, I'm gonna pass. think I should get the blue-green tap land with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can try milling ourselves just to get our Knot of the Bones online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So honor again, 5. So I can just mill them. It depends if they shuffle. If they don't shuffle, I probably don't want to mill them because that means that they're setting up their, yeah. Let's cycle this. They're setting up their thing, so I don't really want to shuffle them. Let's just crypt them though. Okay, we take 3. Play Tangled Islet. Play Petitioners. And attack for 2. Our opponent cycles and Lorien Revealed. Finding an island. Okay, they're holding a potential counterspell. We draw Knot of the Bone. That's a really good draw. I'm going to try casting Petitioners. They've got counterspell. Play the Glistener Seer. And pass the turn. They have 6 cards in hand. So I think what I want to do is end step mill them. Then untap, go to their turn, mill them. We need to do 4 mills to win. They're getting in for 3. They're brainstorming. Plays a land. Deem Inferior. Okay, I'm gonna just mill you. So they mill double Deep Analysis. That's what they put on top. Okay. I'm gonna put it on second from the top, I guess. Plays a Terror. No, the Demon Fear. Okay, second from the top again. Valerian Terror. Go Glistener Seer. That's Knot of the Bone. I'm feeling like I'm gonna die now. A mental note. Milling Lorien and a Terror. So that's 2 Terrors in the graveyard and Delver. And a Cryptic Serpent. They have 1, 2, 3 Terrors in the graveyard, 1 Serpent. So the only creature that they can have right now is like the Serpent. Let's see. Gets in. That's 8 damage. We get a 5. I'm gonna try playing this Petitioners. Opponent's got that counterspell. They know what to do. They're good at casting counterspell. Bummer. They deep analysis themselves. 21 cards in library. 4 cards in hand still. Deep analysis again. Somehow we need to resolve this Knot of the Bone. I don't think it's going to happen. I'll block with the Pawn Prophet. I don't have enough lands in play. Plays a Delver. I'll mill you. Guess I'm going to scry. Okay, that's fine to keep on top. Another creature. I will attempt to cast Knot of the Bone. Spell Pierce kills me. No, we couldn't beat the Terror Menace. All right. Oh well. 4-1 with a sweet combo deck. I liked it. I don't know what you could do to counter the Terror, but I am not a fan of those Terror rares. All right. Thanks again, Philly Maze, and we'll see you in the next video.